West Point is the oldest continuously operated military base in America, and it's all thanks to a Polish soldier named Thaddeus Kosciuszko. In honor of Thaddeus Kosciuszko, I'm preparing a very authentic meal that he would have been so excited about. I'm preparing steak tartare, Hungarian goulash with noodles, and a very special green cabbage potato kielbasa stew, second to none. And the whole finale will be a strawberry linzer, today on A Taste of History. When you make goulash, you need a good stock. A good stock is easy to make. All you want to start off with some neck bones. Any kind of neck bones will work. Take the neck bones in a boiling pot of water and add a mürbe into it, which could be celery, carrot, onions, a couple tomatoes, maybe some thyme. To make a good goulash, the stock is very important. A good stock will make you a good goulash. And an excellent stock makes you a fantastic goulash. I have a beef tenderloin, a far cry from what the Tatars would have used under their horse's saddle. The reason the meat was between the saddle and the horse, because it was all grass-fed beef, very difficult. And so the temperature of the horse and the rider sitting on top would be a natural way of tenderizing some otherwise unchewable meat. So what you want to do is you take off the outer skin, what we call the silver skin. For steak tartare, you really don't want any fat in there. You can actually tell your butcher to grind you up some tenderloin already. In a traditional way, however, it's chopped. Done. Now I'm gonna chop some onion quick. Onion rolled fine. Onion. Anchovy. The capers I just chop a little bit. I want to get the extra acidity out of the caper. Now leave it whole. A freshly chopped parsley. I have Dijon mustard, and it's very important, Dijon mustard for that. It's tangy. It has much more flavor than any other mustard for that. 2 yolks of an egg. I have a little bit of oil, just a tad, olive oil. Cayenne pepper and paprika mixed together. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce, not too much. I got hot sauce, any hot sauce you want to use. The most important part of it is the cognac you want to use. You really want to use a good cognac. The better the cognac, the better the steak tartare. Salt and pepper. And we're ready to go. Years ago, this would be made in fancy restaurants tableside. Still is done today, but not many places, because everybody's concerned about the consumption of uncooked meat. You want to make sure you taste it for salt and pepper. Do this in a moment. And then you can either eat it on a toast point, or you can eat it on any kind of bread, whatever you like. I haven't lost my touch. Years that I've been making that, but it's really delicious. So now we have some French bread here, and the reason I'm using French bread because Thaddeus was by everybody considered to be French. Matter of fact, George Washington said, "Give me the Frenchman." So a baguette would have been obviously the way to do it. And all you want to do, take a baguette that's toasted, and then you put the steak tartare right on top, and this is how you eat it. Huh. I'll tell you, Thaddeus, you missed the affair. Thaddeus Kosciuszko, because he was in the circles of royalty all along, would have known this dish extremely well. Also, he was studying in Paris, so he had a refined palate. So a steak tartare would have been something that he would have enjoyed as well.
In 1775, a young Polish army officer, Thaddeus Kosciuszko, tried to elope with the daughter of a wealthy family. When her father's men caught him, Kosciuszko was given a choice: either leave Poland immediately or die. Luckily for George Washington, Kosciuszko chose to come to America.
Sometimes misfortune creates great opportunities. When Thaddeus Kosciuszko was run out of his native Poland, he joined George Washington's Revolutionary Army. To what? To fight for democracy.
Kosciuszko was the first foreign officer to offer his services to General Washington and the fledgling American Army. Kosciuszko was a military engineer, civil engineer of such, and he designed fortifications.
Here in Philadelphia, Kosciuszko helped to fortify the Delaware River against British ships.
He made these things called chevaux de frise, where he'd sharpened the ends of trees, banged iron onto the tips, and put them underwater, so when the British ships entered the harbor, these would puncture the ships. And he built forts on either side of the river to fire down on these ships.
Kosciuszko first gained prominence at the Battle of Saratoga, where his military genius helped to defeat and capture an entire British army. It was America's first devastating victory over the British, giving the Continental Army a pivotal win.
Once the Founding Fathers saw that they finally had an engineer who knew what he was doing, they hired him as a colonel in the Army Corps of Engineers. And at that point, Washington thought he was French. He kept sending letters saying, "Send me that French engineer."
Inspired by the American Revolution and his dedication to the downtrodden and poor of his native Poland, Kosciuszko returned to Poland to lead a revolution against Russia.
Walter, I wanted to show you this painting, one of my favorite things here in the foundation. This is a famous painting of Kosciuszko in the town square, where he's being sworn in as the commander-in-chief of Poland, right before the Kosciuszko insurrection. And if you look at the painting, you can see that he's standing on cobblestones. Well, those cobblestones are here at the Kosciuszko Foundation today.
Imagine, Kosciuszko stood right on there.
This is exactly the spot where he stood when he was being sworn in as commander-in-chief of Poland.
Fantastic, what a treasure.
Kosciuszko fought an insurrection in Poland. He had his own revolution where he tried to free the peasants of Europe. This is the Battle of Ratswavitsa, when Kosciuszko attacked a Russian position with a couple of hundred serfs. They took the cannons away from the Russians and then chopped the Russian soldiers to bits with their farming tools. Catherine the Great in Russia sent in armies to crush this rebellion, and Kosciuszko spent 2 years in prison in Russia.
We made steak tartare for an appetizer. Now I'm making a classical Hungarian goulash. If Kosciuszko was Polish, why would we make Hungarian goulash today? Because it's an Eastern European traditional dish, not only in Eastern Europe, all over Europe, including the Black Forest where I come from. The stock is already done. And by the way, goulash doesn't have to be beef. It can be chicken, it can be pork, it can be mixed pork and beef together. There is no right, no wrong, any way you want to make it. The important part of it is the amount of onions you use, the garlic, and the seasoning. The beef I'm using today is a prime chuck. This is a perfect piece of meat. You want to make sure it's not too lean, because if it's too lean, it gets too dry. So the ideal part would be a meat that has some good marbling to it. Also important is the way you cut it. The bigger pieces, the longer it takes to cook. So if you want to make it faster, just cut it smaller. Now what's going to happen, I'm going to put salt and pepper on that. Spread it good. And then some pepper. Interesting for this recipe, I use oil and a little bit of butter. The meat is ready to put the garlic and the onion into it. Most recipes for goulash do not use any flour because the onions is the binder of a goulash. Good amount of garlic. And the onions goes right in there. And now it goes back on the fire. When the onions becomes translucent, I put in the tomato paste. And lastly, the paprika. Very important. The paprika sets to the bottom like curry and burns immediately. So be very, very careful if you make this recipe at home. In the meantime, I'm going to get ready to do the Kosciuszko special cabbage and kielbasa stew. The first thing I got to do is I got to cut some pork belly. If you buy the pork belly, you want to buy a lean pork belly. Matter of fact, I had to research the recipe, talk to my mom actually, because I've forgotten that you don't use bacon but fresh pork belly. The onions are translucent, so let me get it to the landing and add in the tomato paste and the paprika. Perfect, look at that. Now, tomato paste, and like I said, there are many recipes for goulash. Do not use any flour. I put a little flour today, but you do not have to. So tomato paste. Here we go. a paprika, and this is Hungarian paprika. There's many paprikas. Don't use Spanish paprika, Hungarian paprika you want to use for that. Depending what heat level you like, you can add in any kind of pepper you like. Today I'm just taking a little bit of a dry chili pepper in there, a couple pinch, a little bit of flour. And now comes the important part as well, which is the red wine. I like red wine in mine. Some other people don't, but it's a certain amount of flavor into it. I got salt. The most important part is the caraway seed later and the lemon peel. That really gives the goulash its unique flavor. So now we're going to put it back on the fire, put a little stock into we made earlier and let it simmer. And quite frankly, this goulash, because the meat was so beautiful and marbled, would not take more than maybe 15, 20 minutes from this point. So what I want to do is have a really hot dachi. Now we just went to the pork belly quick. This is actually what gives me the fat and the flavor that I need. There we go. Add some garlic. An onion. Our goulash is cooking spectacular. Look at that. So the pork belly just reducing down. While it's reducing, I'm cutting the cabbage. All I'm going to do is take off the outer leaves, cutting into wedge. West Point is the oldest continuously operated military base in America, and it's all thanks to a Polish soldier named Thaddeus Kosciuszko.
In 1780, George Washington rushed here to West Point to try to confront Benedict Arnold, who had just been exposed as a traitor. Arnold's treachery, trying to give the secret plans of West Point's design to the British.
Why was West Point so important to General Washington? In addition to its natural beauty, West Point sits on the narrow bend on the Hudson River, encased by high cliffs, making it a perfect perch to control the river.
George Washington called it the most important outpost in America during the Revolutionary War.
West Point was the key to keep the British from leaving New York City and invading northward. So Paul, what have we got here?
Well, this is a British 8-inch howitzer captured at the Battle of Saratoga. And you can see the damage on the muzzle from counter battery fire.
Anybody home? You Brits, I'm gonna come get you.
Walter, this is 13 links of the original chain that stretched across the Hudson. The chain was built in sections, and they were assembled using a clevis. And every so many feet there'd be a clevis so that the soldiers could manipulate it and stretch it across the river piece by piece.
But it'd be on top of barges, correct?
Laying on top of rafts. The chain was stretched across the river to prevent the enemy from coming across, but because of the S-curve in the river, no ship could hit it with strong enough momentum to actually challenge the strength of the iron. And Fort Putnam was considered by George Washington to be the most important fortification at West Point because it overlooked all of the lower redoubts and the Great Chain. And then if you look down inside the wall, you'll see the doors to the casemates. Casemates are bomb-proof. In case that the fort was being bombarded by the enemy, the troops would run down into the casemates and seek shelter. Each casemate was capable of holding 50 men, and they lived on barreled emergency provisions for up to 10 days.
Washington entrusted his best military engineer, Thaddeus Kosciuszko, to build a fortress so strong, even the legendary British forces would fear attacking it.
He took George Washington to the top of those hills, and Washington said, no, let's do it the way this Polish engineer wants. Let's put forts up there. So they built Fort Putnam, then they built Redoubt number 4.
A redoubt is a small fortification to support a larger one.
And sure enough, put cannons up there.
So that they could fire downwards on any enemy approaching the back walls of Fort Putnam.
Kosciuszko established a series of forts and redoubts that was so impressive the British were afraid to attack it.
Kosciuszko's design was so brilliant and so revolutionary that West Point became the model for military planners for the next 100 years.
In the letters that Kosciuszko wrote to Thomas Jefferson, he says you need to establish a military academy in the United States.
West Point, Kosciuszko's gift to American history, lives on to this day as a reminder of an amazing immigrant patriot.
So now I want to finish the goulash. What's the trick of the goulash that most people don't realize is the caraway seed and lemon peel that you chop finely with butter and add at last moment for a flavor that you will never ever forget, because that's what makes goulash unique. So you take off a little lemon, just cut off the peel. All right, we have lemon, we have caraway seeds. You wonder why I use butter? Butter is what holds the caraway seed together. If you try to cut caraway seed without butter, they will fly all over your cutting board. And the butter obviously adds some tremendous flavor in the end, but it's the caraway seed and the lemon that gets this unique, distinguished flavor of a real true goulash. Put some caraway seed into the cabbage. There are a million ways of buying kielbasa. If you are on a budget, you cut them very small, like so. If you are not on a budget, you can cut it big pieces. Spectacular. So I'm going to cut it like so. Now all we're going to do, take the kielbasa and throw it into my cabbage. So here we go, mix it up good. We're going to put some parsley in there, a couple of hands of parsley. So all I do now is put the potatoes in here. The noodles I made earlier, so they let them nice air dry. Now I'm going to put them in my boiling water. A little salt and a little oil in there. So here we go with the kielbasa. So basically we have onions, we have garlic, we have cabbage that we kind of cook down at high heat. We have Yukon Gold potatoes, or any kind of potato you want to put in there. We have some pork belly. This is truly a masterpiece. Gorgeous. Yeah. And here you have it. In honor of Kosciuszko, I brought along some of his favorite cold cuts that I showed in my research. It's a tongue and blood sausage and a head cheese, Krakauer sausage, and obviously kielbasa. There were so many butcher shops in 18th century Philadelphia. When Kosciuszko lived here, these cold cuts were available for him all the time. I'm not sure about my goulash, because I wasn't here. Let's find out how Thaddeus Kosciuszko's story ends here in America.
When Kosciuszko was released from prison in St. Petersburg, he was crippled from his war injuries. He returned to Philadelphia to this small boarding house, steps from Independence Hall, to recuperate.
This is where Kosciuszko lived from November of 1797 to May of 1798. Many of the ministers, foreign ministers, came and visited Kosciuszko at this house. Chief Little Turtle and Chief Joseph Brandt visited him. And then all of these young ladies came to see him. So he was very happy here. As a military man, Kosciuszko traveled with all of his belongings. This is a brazier, Walter, that Kosciuszko would have had here with him in the 1790s.
Absolutely.
His meals would have been made for him in the kitchen of this house and then brought to him here, and this is how we kept them warm. Walter, I'd like to show you these glasses. There was an Indian who visited Kosciuszko in this room in 1798, and his name was the Little Turtle. When he comes into the room, he sees the glasses. As he tries them on, he sees much better. And Kosciuszko gives the glasses to him. And the Indian, in all of his excitement, says, "You have given me new eyes." He, in turn, gives Kosciuszko his peace pipe tomahawk.
In the old days. I think I was there.
It was also here in Philadelphia that Kosciuszko first read the Declaration of Independence and became lifelong friends with its author, Thomas Jefferson.
Kosciuszko was interested in doing some good for Jefferson and freeing some of his slaves.
Kosciuszko was a prince of tolerance who stood up for freedom for all races, for black people, for Native Americans, for white peasants, for Jews. He donated his salary from the American Revolution to Thomas Jefferson and asked him to use that money to buy him slaves and free them.
Jefferson never did release his slaves, but Kosciuszko will remain in America's gratitude and memory.
I really have a lot of respect for Thaddeus Kosciuszko. So I want to make his special recipe. And you know, we serve Linzer tart in the city tavern all the time, but with raspberry jam.
That's right.
Today, in his honor, I want to do with strawberry jam because he was well known loving strawberry and black coffee. So here we go.
Here we go. We're starting with 10 ounces of butter. We're going to add in about 8 ounces of sugar. And just give it a good stir. You can absolutely do this with a mixer. Just make sure that you're using room temperature butter and just white granulated sugar. Get it good and mixed together.
And Linz is actually a city in Austria.
Yeah.
Where it's named after. But it's been done forever. And the reason you make those kind of tarts in the wintertime, because there's no fresh berries.
Here we're using strawberry jam, but you could easily use blackberry or blueberry with almond instead of hazelnuts. Or, all right, one at a time, 2 egg yolks and 1 egg. Perfect, while I keep mixing here.
You want to put them gently in so they can absorb, because if you do more at once, it might break on you. 18th century.
That's right.
Mixer here.
That's right. Next is flour. You can go ahead and toss that in. And on top of that, we'll add our spices and our salt, just about a teaspoon of each.
All right,
Perfect.
Clove. Cinnamon.
Same with the cinnamon.
All right.
Beautiful. And about a half a teaspoon of salt. Beautiful. Just going to get those together. And you can drizzle in the vanilla extract. Beautiful. And the only thing that's left is our hazelnuts that have been chopped finely and toasted. And you want to make sure not to overwork the dough, otherwise it can become tough and brittle. And I'm just going to go ahead and finish this off with my hands. Okay, we're there. Now we're just going to form it into a small ball and chill it. You could go overnight even, but definitely at least about an hour.
So Diana, why don't you walk me through how we got to this point, quick?
Absolutely. We've chilled our dough and kneaded it just into a nice form here that's easy to roll out in a circle. We've pressed the dough into our tart pan and filled it with beautiful strawberry jam. And we're just doing a simple lattice on top, just very easy. You can...
Just like so, right?
Absolutely.
I can do.
Just line them up straight across, leaving small gaps in between so that you can see the beautiful jam after it's baked.
Perfect.
And now we're put the lattice on top and ready to go.
How much time to bake that about?
40 minutes in a lower temperature oven, 300 to 325.
And the end result is right here.
Absolutely beautiful.
And you know what most people don't realize? This one gets better as it sits.
It absolutely does.
And when we make this in the Black Forest where I come from, we have them sitting for 3-4 days. We would make this on a Thursday for Sunday, imagine. That's what's unique about it. Let's sit up, and then all we're gonna do, I wanna be the tester. So let me take the bite.
Please.
Never had it with strawberry jam, but for Thaddeus Kosciuszko, we made exceptions. Boy, that's beautiful.
He was right.
You get the flavor of the spices of the dough, the cloves, the cinnamon, and the vanilla. Thank you, Diana.
You're very
Fantastic
welcome.
job. I hope I was able to demystify Thaddeus Kosciuszko for you and all what he's done for 18th century America. Thaddeus, you missed a spectacular feast.